Alright guys, we'll have a little bit of a talk about blades and what they're supposed to do. When you go into a tackle store now, you'll basically see a long willow leaf blade and Colorado blade. That's called a tandem setup because you got two blades on the one actual arm. So your Colorado blade gives you vibration, the willow blade gives you flash. So, and the size variants depend on the head weight and also how deep you want to run it. So if I wanted more vibration on this spinnerbait, okay, for argument's sake, I would put a larger Colorado blade on the back of this one, and that'd give it more vibration and thump through the water. And also what that would do is I'd have to wind it slower to keep the same depth as what you have with these two blades. So just remember that if you want more thump in the water, what it does is it catches more water, so you're actually going to have to wind it a little bit slower to keep the same depth. If you wind it at the same pace, it'll actually rise out of the water column or the strike zone where the fish are going to be in. Now that's Colorado blade. There is a mag willow blade, which is an elongated Colorado blade, sort of a bit in between. That is a good blade. It has a lot of thump and vibration. Its downside, you've got to wind that one slow, because if you wind it a bit too quick, it does catch water and it will tend to get the spinnerbait will tend to want to roll on its side. So it's governed by the speed it's retrieved. Another rule of thumb with blades, because you've got gold and silver, a lot of different painted blades and that sort of thing. So just a general rule: overcast, dirty water, gold blade. Bright sunny day, clear water, silver blades work well. Black blades, they work well in heavily fished or heavy pressured waters, or when it's super gin clear. But again, these are just general rules of thumb, and like fishing, it always does different stuff. So yeah, it's just a general guideline for those ones. Another thing with blades, you have a hammered blade. There's a lot of different patterns on some blades, but basically you got a hammered blade and a straight flat blade. Now a flat blade will give you like when it catches light, it'll actually give you like a strobe effect, and then the hammered blade is more like a disco ball, sort of, if that sort of, for want of better words. So, but that's when they catch light, and you've got to start to think about the depths that you're fishing. If you're starting to run these a bit deeper than about 10 or 12 foot, the amount of light penetration getting down there that's going to affect these blades is not going to be that much at all. So just think about that a little bit when you're messing around with them. So I'll just show you real quick how to change your blade on this sort of setup. Best way, get a pair of split ring pliers. I used to do it another way, but that can end up breaking the wire. Roll it straight off the back of the swivel. Get your other blade, get your Colorado blade, split ring.